So, what does the new COVID variant mean for our spring and summer plans? Is it going to be a party crasher? Well, let's talk about our unwelcome spring guest, shall we? There's a new kid on the block, and its name is KP2. This variant has taken the spotlight as the dominant strain in the United States, showing off its potential to be more infectious and better at dodging our immune defenses compared to the previous JN.1 variant. Quite the show off, isn't it? But before you cancel all your barbecue plans, there's some good news. Current data suggests that our uninvited guest is keeping a low profile. The virus levels circulating nationally are minimal, showing that our guest, at least for now, isn't causing a ruckus. In fact, there's been a decrease in emergency department visits and hospitalizations between early March and late April. So, while KP2 might be the new kid on the block, it seems to be playing nice for now. Now, if you thought COVID couldn't get any flirtier, you're in for a surprise. Yes, indeed, we're talking about the flirt group of variants. Now, before you start picturing the virus in a red dress, let me clarify. The flirt variants are named after specific mutations in the spike protein of the virus. It's the science's way of making things interesting, I guess. One of these flirty variants, the KP2 variant, is turning heads and raising eyebrows. It's not just because it's the new kid on the block, but because it seems to be rather good at evading antibodies. Now, that might sound like a reason to panic, but before you start bulk buying toilet paper again, let's take a deep breath and look at the facts. While the KP2 variant may be a smooth operator when it comes to evading antibodies, there's no evidence to suggest it causes more severe illness. That's right. Despite its flirtatious ways, it seems KP2 is still a lightweight when it comes to causing real trouble. But what about our vaccines, you might ask? Well, here's the good news. Current vaccines are still effective against these variants. That's right, folks. Our vaccines are not easily charmed by this new variant's smooth moves. They're still holding the fort, keeping us protected. But of course, we're not resting on our laurels. Scientists worldwide are keeping a close eye on these flirtatious variants, ready to make adjustments to future vaccine formulations if needed. It's like updating your dating profile to keep up with the latest trends. So while COVID might be trying to flirt with us, we're not easily swayed. Our vaccines are still holding strong. Just remember, folks, it's not about how flirtatious the variants get. It's about how strong our defenses are. And right now, they're looking pretty solid. But with this new variant on the loose, what does that mean for our summer plans? That's the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? Well, the answer might be a bit more optimistic than you'd expect. Despite the emergence of this rather unwelcome guest, the KP2 variant, our healthcare system seems to be holding its own. Yes, you heard that right. Even with this new variant stirring up trouble, emergency department visits and hospitalizations have actually been on the decline between early March and late April. That's a positive sign that we're not looking at a major health crisis, at least for now. So what does this mean for your summer plans? Well, it means you don't have to cancel that beach trip just yet. It means you can still enjoy those backyard barbecues and picnics in the park. But as always, it's essential to stay informed and take necessary precautions. The situation is ever evolving, and the virus, like a bad house guest, has a knack for overstaying its welcome. So while our summer might have a few unexpected guests looking at you, KP2, it seems like we're all set for a good time. Now, let's end things on a lighter note, shall we? You know, there's a peculiar similarity between the Northern Lights and this new COVID variant. Both are making their appearance across the US in a way. But let's be honest, The only glow we want to see is from the aurora borealis, not from a nasal swab test, right? And here's the kicker. To see the northern lights, you need a dark sky, patience, and maybe a stroke of good luck. But this new variant, oh, it's not as shy or elusive. It's more like an uninvited guest who shows up at your doorstep, disregarding any keep out signs. And remember, while the northern lights might be a sight for sore eyes, this variant is just, well, sore. So, as we navigate through these times, let's keep our eyes on the skies for the right reasons, and our noses out of COVID's business. So, while we may not be able to control the appearance of new COVID variants, at least we can control our ability to see the northern lights. Well, sort of. Keep safe, everyone. And remember, no flirting with COVID.